Well, hello YouTube. This is Truth, and I don't think I have made a video as straightforward as this in a long time. Not to say that a lot of my videos aren't straightforward, but the title should be self-explanatory. If you believe in hell, if you accept the concept of hell, and it is completely okay with your moral conscience, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I'm an atheist, which pretty much means that I think that hell, along with all other concepts within religion, are dreamt up by the same people. That is, a bunch of illiterate, immoral, rather simple-minded people living in the desert. But I'll admit that it might very well exist. Religion very well might be true. But if you accept the concept of hell, then that's where our discussion ends. I am pretty open-minded. At least I would like to think so. If someone wants to have a conversation with me about their differences in beliefs, if someone wants to defend their case or ask me for mine, I will gladly have that conversation with them. But the moment hell breaks into the conversation, I just walk away. Could it be that, like the Christians in my audience have fathomed for long periods of time, I really do secretly believe in a God and I really am secretly afraid of hell? Oh, but no one on YouTube must know that, right? Well, I hate to disappoint you, Christians, but that part of me has long disappeared. When was it ever present? The moment I left religion. The moment I pretty much was unsure of myself and my beliefs. Oh, I was terrified that maybe God might have been real. And maybe God would send me to hell, and maybe the rest of my family might go to hell because I didn't believe. Until I realized how immoral and how unfair that would be. What human being on the face of this earth deserves infinite punishment for a finite crime? It just doesn't make sense. When you consider that God gave us the capacity to understand whatever we understand, and God would know and understand and foresee whether or not we would believe and accept the concepts within the holy book that outlines his story, then it is really unfair that God would make this test and make our minds in such a way as to never fully either accept or comprehend God himself. I mean, how are we to blame for that? Would we blame a child who has never touched a hot stovetop in his lifetime for burning his hands when he doesn't even know what fire is and why it's dangerous? I've touched on this before, but what does hell even accomplish? It's not like you get out of hell a better person. You don't get out of hell at all. All it's there for is just so God can point his finger and laugh at you. Oh, you didn't believe in me, now you get to suffer. And it's not even proportionate suffering, considering that hell is meant for all sinners. Whether it's a little bit of sin or a lot of sin. If you're an atheist, if you're a thief, and if you're a mass murderer, you go in the exact same place everyone else does. It's incredibly inefficient. It doesn't even make sense as a punishment. Because if I was an atheist to begin with, what would stop me from being a mass murderer if hell really did exist and if I really did believe in the concept of hell? I guess that's why believers have so much trouble understanding what it is that drives us atheists to be moral. But I'll tell you one thing, it definitely isn't the fear of hell. I am perfectly moral, and I would hope that you would be too, without having heaven as a reward and hell as my punishment, just so I would be motivated to be good. I hate how Christians and Muslims in particular try and use this fear of hell as a tool for advancing their religion. I honestly find it rather despicable and immoral. I mean, anything they personally don't agree with. If you don't have the same type of sex in the same type of position, if you don't believe the same things I do, if you don't have sex with the same type of people I do, if you don't live the same type of lifestyle I do, I don't like you, my God doesn't like you, and you deserve to burn in hell for eternity. And even if this stuff were true, even if all of this crap was true, why would you want someone to go into your religion just out of fear or out of necessity to avoid hell? Is that what Jesus or Allah would really want? And you know what the rotten cherry on top of the diarrhea sundae would be? These religious people who threaten others with the fear of hell go and turn around and accuse us atheists with a smile on their face and malice in their hearts of being immoral reprobates for not believing in God. May the truth always be heard.